What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm CTigirsGaming, and in this video we'll be going over the new Season 4 DMZ updates, which includes a new menu, new faction, and plenty more. And if you guys are excited for Season 4, make sure to see for the like button. 15 Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, 10 on notification bell, and join notification squad. Without further ado, let's go on to it. First of all, let's start off with what is probably the biggest change in Season 4 of DMZ, and that is the new Forward Operating Base, or the FOB, which is basically the new menu for DMZ in Season 4. In the blog they say, consider the Forward Operating Base, or the FOB, a central hub for DMZ. Here, operators will complete objectives to unlock upgrades across DMZ. Then they go and say the FOB is divided into 4 categories of upgrade. First of all, we have the Weapons Locker, which will include the ensured weapon slots, ensured weapon cooldown time, and the contraband weapon stash size increases. The second category is called the Stash and will include the new wallet unlock, wallet capacity, and the key and contraband stash size increases. The third category is called the Bounty Board, which will include the personal exfil, barter recipes, and the buy station discounts. And finally, the final category is called the Communication Station, and it will include the new urgent mission access. To be honest with you guys, I really like this change. I think the Forward Operating Base should have been there since launch of DMZ, because it just makes everything more clearer and much more easier to understand and navigate through the DMZ menus. So in my opinion, the FOB is definitely a very much needed and just an amazing change for DMZ in Season 4. Next up, we have the urgent missions, which is another new feature, and the blog says the following: for those wishing to grind out even more faction reputation, which is another feature we'll talk about later in this video, we are introducing urgent missions in Season 4. These limited time missions are unlocked through upgrade objectives in the FOB. Urgent missions will rotate and offer rewards for eager and efficient operators on a daily basis. Simply put, urgent missions are just another way for you to complete even more missions apart from the main missions in DMZ, which of course will not only reward you with awesome items, but will also earn you some faction reputation, which is a new feature like I said in DMZ in Season 4. So yeah, this is definitely amazing. The more missions you have, the more you can grind DMZ if you enjoy DMZ. And again, this is awesome because the more content, the better. We move on to a much anticipated feature, and that is none other than the wallet. Since the release of DMZ, the community has been asking for a wallet-like feature, and it took them only 8 months, okay? Only 8 months. The next Call of Duty game is almost out, and only now they are bringing the wallet feature in DMZ. But I guess it's better late than never. It is finally here. The wallet feature is making its way in DMZ in Season 4. The blog says the wallet provides the ability to exfil and store cash outside of the world. This means operators can keep cash they exfiltrate with and opt out to utilize it for another infiltration. Cash inside the exclusion zones can be spent or used to complete missions and objectives. They continue by saying the wallet is unlocked and expanded through the FOB objectives and accessible in your loadout selection prior to infiltration. Next up, we have new and refreshed missions, and simply as the name suggests, Season 4 will bring some new story missions in DMZ that we can complete, and that is amazing. Alongside all of that, Season 4 will see the addition of a new exclusion zone, and that is of course none other than Vondel. The new map Vondel in DMZ will support up to 18 operators or 6 total squads, and it will also include a new boss, a new weapon case, and plenty more. But that's not it, because it will also include a new and exclusive DMZ contract called the Signal Intelligence. And basically what this new contract is all about, operators will have to hack phones to gain access to cash rewards from other contracts in the area. And speaking of the new map Vondel, it will include a new and exclusive feature, and that is none other than the dynamic fog. Just like you're seeing in the screen right now, it can get that bad. This will get really interesting because you'll have to change the way you're playing in each match depending on how bad the fog gets. In the blog post they say DMZ operators should be prepared to face volatile conditions as visibility may quickly deteriorate or improve. So like I said, you'll have to quickly adjust the way you're playing in each match because you don't know how bad the fog is gonna get, and at the very next second it's gonna improve and you're gonna see everything. And like I said, that should make for some interesting matches. Next up, Season 4 of DMZ will introduce a new faction called the Phalanx, and you guys can see the logo on the screen right now. Not gonna lie to you guys, it looks quite cool. Now, we don't know a lot about this new faction, the Phalanx. However, in the blog post they say the following: the redacted faction who we met in Season 3 has unceremoniously disappeared from operations in DMZ. No further intel is available on their whereabouts. However, Station Chief Kate Laswell is conducting operations with the Phalanx directly, as she has an interest in the unknown enemy faction that has invaded Vondel. Phalanx and Black Mouse will execute on missions together, gaining intel to uncover the force's identity. Okay, this should get really interesting because you have Laswell conducting operations with Phalanx directly because she has an interest in the unknown enemy faction that has invaded Vondel. Like I said, this should be really interesting. Cannot wait to see what happens next. Now let's move on to the new faction reputation feature. If you guys remember, we talked about it earlier in the video, and what this feature is all about is as simple as this. You guys know how there are faction tiers, and with each tier there is a set of missions with a story mission at the end. Well, now in Season 4, for you, in order to unlock the final story mission, you'll have to earn enough faction reputation. And how do you earn faction reputation? Well, you'll have to complete the standard and the new urgent missions. Once you complete them them, you earn faction reputation. Once you earned enough faction reputation, now you can unlock the story missions with each faction. Next up, unfortunately, you have the reset happening again in DMZ, something similar to that of season 2 when we had the DMZ reset. This is gonna be the same exact thing. Now do not worry, not every single thing is gonna get reset. No, these are the things that will get reset. First of all is gonna be the contraband weapon inventories will be rolled back to the starting weapons. Key and mission inventories will be emptied. Faction missions and mission progress will be reset to make room for an updated mission set. Then they go and say, what about my loot? Ensured weapon slots unlocked through previous faction mission progress will be reset for all new ways to unlock these slots. And they say, for clarity on any previous progress, all previous mission and boss enemy rewards, for example previously acquired weapon case rewards, will not be reset. So any rewards like weapon blueprints, calling cards, anything like that will not be reset, only contraband and keys. And there it goes, they say any earned blueprint reward unlocks will still be available in your loadout select, and that is absolutely amazing. And to finish off the blog, they say, as we look to the future seasons of DMZ and the ongoing beta, we have many exciting as well as redacted content ahead. Thank you for playing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that is quite interesting. They say as we look to future seasons and redacted, what do they have up their sleeves for DMZ? I'm not sure, but I'm quite excited if I say so myself. And of course season 4 is right around the corner, just about 2 days left by the time you're watching this video. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future of Call of Duty. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you are excited for season 4, make sure to see for the like button. For everything Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, turn on notification bell and join notification squad, and I'll catch you guys later.